So if Tottenham get through tomorrow night against Manchester City, they will play Ajax in the semi-finals. Now, Ajax have just beaten Juventus in Turin 2-1, which means that they won tonight 3-2 on aggregate after a 1-1 draw in the first leg. In one of the other quarterfinals, Barcelona have just beaten Manchester United 3-0. Messi got a brace and Coutinho scored an absolute worldie. So they won 3-0. 4-0 on aggregate because they won 1-0 at Old Trafford in the first leg. But how exciting. So Ajax are in the semi-finals, Barcelona are in the semi-finals, and the other two quarter-finals are tomorrow. Manchester City v Tottenham. Obviously, Tottenham go into the game with a 1-0 lead from the first leg. And Liverpool play Porto away, and they are 2-0 up from the first leg. So anyway, let me know in the comment section below what you think will happen tomorrow night. Manchester City v Tottenham and Porto v Liverpool. In my opinion, I think that Liverpool have done enough to get through to the semi-finals. If that is the case, it will be Barcelona v Liverpool in a semi-final. And then it will be Ajax either, well, against Manchester City or Spurs. And let's all hope it is Tottenham. Tottenham have actually been training at the Etihad tonight. They actually flew out from Stansted this morning. Obviously, the press conference has taken place as well today. Hugo Lloris and Pochettino have been answering questions from the press. In the press conference, actually, Hugo Lloris said, "It's important to come here with ambition." I couldn't agree more. We have got to go there with the belief that we can win the game, or at least draw the game. We have the advantage at the moment, and all we need is a draw at the Etihad tomorrow night, and we will go through into the semi-final. Pochettino said, "We must think that it is 0-0. There is a lot of work to do. We need to believe that we can stop them and show our quality." I couldn't agree more. We have got more than enough quality throughout the Tottenham team to win or draw the game tomorrow. I know I keep emphasising the draw, but you know, we just need a draw. That's all we need. Now, team news: Serge Aurier is out, hamstring injury. Eric Dyer is still out with a hip injury. Harry Winks with a groin injury, and of course we know Harry Kane is still being assessed. Good news though: Dele Alli and Eric Lamela return to training. They will be assessed ahead of the game tomorrow, so hopefully they will be assessed tomorrow whether they can play in the game or not. I think you know, Eric Lamela will be a superb player to come off the bench, and Dele Alli, well, we all know what quality Dele Alli has got, and I think Dele Alli could be very, very important for Tottenham in this game if he plays. Score prediction wise, I have been thinking about this, you know, since the first leg finished. Obviously, Sergio Aguero missed a penalty. Hugo Lloris saved the penalty, and it could have been very, very different had that penalty had gone in. But of course, Tottenham got the 1-0 win through Sonny. But looking at all of the betting companies of what they think, because they are normally very good on predicting the scores, and if you look at some of the odds, Ladbrokes are going, you know, 0-0 draw is 18-1, a 0-0 draw with Bet365 is 20-1. So they're not fancying a 0-0. They're really, really not. Coral, 18-1 again, 0-0 draw. So, you know, none of these betting companies are fancying a 0-0 draw. And you ask any fan, including myself, I think there's going to be goals. I think that both teams will score. I think that Tottenham need to score, because if Tottenham get one, then Manchester City, of course, have got to score 3. But Tottenham are not the favourites. Definitely not with the betting companies anyway. Manchester City are favourites here. 28-1 with Coral if Tottenham were to win 1-0. Bet365 33-1 for Tottenham to win 1-0. Ladbrokes 28-1 Spurs to win 1-0. And Ladbrokes actually are offering 66-1 for a 2-0 Tottenham win. So they obviously don't fancy Tottenham to score 1 or 2 and get the win. Ladbrokes are offering 8-1 for a Manchester City win, 13-2 for a 2-0 win, 15-2 for a 2-1 win. So and even 8-1 for a 3-0 win for Manchester City with Ladbrokes. So they're obviously fancying Manchester City to win and score a few goals. Very, very similar with Coral and Bet365. I focus on these three companies. And, you know, Bet365, 8-1, 3-0 win for Manchester City. You get 125-1 for a 3-0 Tottenham win. So obviously they are classing Manchester City as the favourites. But if you are a betting person, then check those out, because if you think, you know, you're confident that Tottenham will win, then I think you can earn a few quid here. Anyway, let me know in the comment section below what you think the score will be. Me personally, I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw. I'm going to go for Sonny to get the goal. I think that Heung-min Son has just been absolutely brilliant for Tottenham, and I think if there's anyone scoring for Tottenham at the moment, it will be him. Obviously, Lucas Moura got a hat-trick against Huddersfield at home in the Premier League on Saturday. So do you think he will feature as well? I'm sure he will. But yeah, let me know in the comment section below what you fancy the score to be. Do you think Tottenham will end up facing Ajax in the semi-final of the Champions League? It would be the first time that Tottenham would reach a semi-final of the Champions League if that did happen. Let's just hope. Let's just hope. Fingers crossed. I will be travelling up to the Etihad Stadium mid-morning. So I will be posting some videos and pictures and so on social media. So look out for those, and look out for the fan cam tomorrow night as well. And let's hope it is a glory night for Tottenham. Come on, you Spurs.